Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. I'm proud to present to you in hand the sixth and final release from the World of Dragons series, the Egyptian Round. Let's explore! That's right, what you're looking at here is the copper version of the Egyptian Round from Provident Metals, an exclusive that they have released, a series that started before they had sold to JM Bullion, but thankfully they had continued on and with the series, and this is the sixth and final release. So let's take a look at this design, both in copper and in silver. Very cool indeed that these are being offered. And, you know, before I actually get into reviewing this actual round and the details in its design and the background, I'd just like to say that I think it's quite fascinating. You know, Provident Metals is one of those companies that are unique, or at least they were at one time, to be able to offer a particular series, and it is unique to them, minted by mints that they're associated with, and in this case it's the Golden State Mint, but it started quite some time ago, and they've been wildly successful in doing so. And they started out with the Zombucks, and that series exploded and took off and did really well. And in fact, I think some of those are still doing quite well in the secondary market. But the offering of these pieces, I think, especially the way they offer them, basically unlimited for a period of time, and then you can buy it, the next one, and then their crossover time where you can buy both at once. I think is quite unique and quite cool that they're doing that. And when they sold to JM Bullion, I was a little worried that they weren't going to be able to either continue or to offer these particular series, but they have, and they are continuing to do so. And I think it's quite telling, because when you buy privately issued rounds such as this, and you're a collector, it's an inexpensive way to accumulate precious metals and have fun and enjoy them, but also to to be able to stack as well. So in this particular case, what I really like about them is there's only 6, and it's something that's done that I think it's really cool. You can acquire all 6. You can get the copper versions as well. So I like series like this, and like the Icons of Route 66 series from Atmex as well. I think it's neat that they're doing that, and me as a collector, I think it's a cool way to stack for not a lot of money over spot, and be able to get some beautiful pieces in your collection there. So with that being said, these are produced by the Golden State Mint, which is a renowned mint for privately issued pieces. They've done a great job. Let's take this out of the flip here so we can get a better look at it here in silver. But this is the Egyptian Dragon, the 5th and final series, or a round in the series, the World Dragon series. And it does, as you see, it does come with a flip. And this, as well as the copper version, were sent to me by Provident Metals for review. But this is the 6th final. It's 1 ounce of pure silver, and it contains an Egyptian pyramids there, guarded by the slithering dragon, or armored slithering dragon. And you can see the detail of the dragon there. Very nice. And it's beautifully, amazingly done. I mean, look at the intricacies of the dragon, the sort of slithering snake-like dragon. Very cool. And indeed, it's the 3 Egyptian pyramids that dot the desert landscape in the background, and are guarded by this large, powerful dragon in the foreground. It has armored scales on the dragon. The head is adorned with a headdress similar to those worn by the pharaohs of Egypt. So I don't know exactly about this, the background, the historic, and the legend or the myth of this particular dragon. But it's really fascinating indeed to see. Prior to the release of this dragon, you had the Aztec, the Welsh, the Chinese, the Norse, and the Indian dragon. And very, very cool indeed. I've got actually all of them. My favorite, probably to this day, would be the Aztec. This one would probably be a close second. I just love the design and the composition that it has. Although, however, I think some of the features there on the head might be a bit too busy, which you kind of had seen in other dragons, at least for its size. On a 5 ounce, it may be more easily recognizable, but there's sometimes you can have almost too much detail to where some of the features might get lost in the detail of the round here. But the pyramids especially look really nice. The depth of field is absolutely stunning. But otherwise, I think it's a well done piece. A lot of good composition, and you can see there that even the tail winds. It's so long it winds around that second pyramid there, and even hinting at going whipping that first pyramid in the far background. Another criticism I would have of this piece, and this is sort of typical, where some of these particular rounds have slightly different finishes than others. Some of them appear to be more proof-like and then matte-like finish. This one, the background especially appears to have a matte finish to them. Others have more of a deep mirror polished background. I wish that the Golden State Mint were a little bit more consistent in that regard. Otherwise, the quality is exceptional. The strike is even. I love that rim, and I like the reeded edge as well. And then, of course, on the other side here, we have the common reverse for all of these, which says World of Dragons, 1 troy ounce, 999, fine silver. So it is quite fascinating to see this design here. And so I think it's a beautifully well done piece, and it's in copper as well. And I think that the cool thing about copper is, copper is one of those metals where, it's beautiful, but when you buy copper, you're not buying it to hedge, to protect yourself, but as far as a collector piece and be able to see it in a different kind of metal, copper is a beautiful addition. And so this copper piece, I think, will fit really nicely. I actually had bought some capsules, and so I will probably put them here in the capsules, as we see here. There we go. 39 millimeter capsules will work for these. And that way we will have it and ready to go, because Provident Metals also sent me for review not only these rounds here, but also the case. And this case is really well done, I think. I like that it's more compact. And this is a metal top, and it says World of Dragons. It's got the scales. You can kind of see the detail of the scales and its relief, and it has relief to it. And the eye even has its concave here in the pupil of the eye. And very well done, I think. It has a magnetic front here, so it just pulls out as such. And it has 2 different sections. And you can put the coppers on the bottom and the silvers on top, or vice versa. We're going to do that right now. It has these little plugins here. Since this is the 6th one, we will pull this out and put the copper right in its place there. There it is. Looks great. I love the black background here too. So it just fits right in there as such. Beautiful. And then the top drawer here, the top section, we'll pull out this and put the silver one in. There we go, as such. There it is, fitted right in there. Very nice. Compact. I like that. It's really cool. Some people complain about them being 2 separate drawers because if you wanted to showcase them all together, but if you wanted to do that, you can, well, I guess you can't pull the bottom one out. But it kind of be nice if you could. They can have them on display like that. But I think it's mainly a storage box. I mean, if you wanted to kind of showcase them separately, you could in any way you wanted to. But that would be one criticism of the case, is if they had just 2 of these, you could pull them out and display them accordingly. But this one in the bottom is just hard pressed in there, which it doesn't bother me because I'm just having them as a collection and going to store them in this way. But I do like this box. It's $30 on their site, and it's not a terrible price. It is not wood. It is a pressed cardboard, but it is for what it is. The material, it is high quality done for what it is. The one other criticism I would have of the case is, look, this is starting to kind of come up a little bit here, and maybe with the manufacturer, how they glued these down, they probably could have done a little better job with that. But otherwise, if yours has that, you can always put super glue down in there and just press it down and hold it, and maybe it will stick and hold on to it. Because other than that, and mine might just be, I mean, mine might be the exception to the rule, but very well done. I like that this is metal on top. That's really neat. So it's a lovely case. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again to Provident Metals for sending these along to me for review. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.